Coming to you live from somewhere around the world.
He is the greatest streamer we have ever seen in our generation.
It's the one, the only.
Live from the heart of Mexico.
It's your boy. It's your boy Amreezy. One of the greatest intros on YouTube.
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. It's your boy.
It's your boy. It's your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your boy, Amreezy, and I'm back with another Road to Sorare Boss episode where we follow my journey in the wonderful world of Sorare. 15 minutes late today. 15 minutes late today. There's been drama. I've got myself a tree, whatever a baby tree's called, a sapling. I've got myself some tree roots. Yeah. I did say on the Discord, so if you wanted to know why I'm late, it was on the Discord. I put it in the news section. Shout out to the new Discord. Other Discords are available, but if you'd like to join mine, then it said links are all around. Links are all around. Join the Discord. And then you'll know why streams start 10 minutes later sometimes, because here where I live, the sort of council decided they grow all of these trees around the city to help the trees grow, like fruit trees and like plant trees. And they were like, we've got loads to give away. Everyone turn up. You can have like one each. You got to bring your ID. They mark, okay, you got one tree. We wanted a lemon tree, a lime tree. They didn't have any left. So we got a plum tree. Well done, Amreezy. First win of the week. It's not Sorare win, but it's a tree win. We're getting this plum tree in the house. What's been happening in Sorare, though? I'll tell you what's been happening in Sorare. Your boy has hit K-League streak #1. Where's the gifts? Well done, Money, Morgan. Morgan's happy as well. We've hit streak 1 in K-League. It counts. It's slowly but surely. We bought those early access cards. We haven't hit it all season. Finally hit it. And first things first, when did the limited streaks end in K-League? I've had a feeling it was 3 weeks. So is that the last? Is it no longer doubled? Because if it's only 3 weeks, I guess I've still got it because I'm on the train still. I'm on streak #2 now in K-League. But, oh, vest slipping off. Naughty vest. Yeah, here we can see we oh no, that's common. Get out of here. Limited. Streaky. So K-League week 3. It will be, it's still saying, you know, it'll be 1,500 crossed out. So maybe I'm on the streak. Streaks reset. So I'm on the ×3 right now, but we got to hit 380 and we just about scraped that first streak. So as always, guys, we will be looking at how I did last game week, any new cards that I've got, and then how I'm going to build my lineups live on stream. I'm going to build all my weekend lineups. So first, let's look at how we did last week. It's not really last week, is it? I used to do these videos weekly, and then it was last week. Now it's like last game week. Right, Champions League was an absolute nightmare, but we knew it was going to be a nightmare. Oh, by the way, stay on one place. We've got Europa League football kicking off soon. So let's start off with winter. Let's start off in the cold, Jon Snow style. So we failed with our Brentford lineup on Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football failed. Brentford didn't get us a result. They were 2 up. It was looking good. Then they decided, hang on, Amreezy might get happiness here. So Brentford decided to concede 2 goals. And there goes these good scores. Maybe we would have, if they'd have won 2-0, we might have done it. But anyway, point is, Thursday football, I've picked all teams playing at 2 p.m. my time, so that I can see the kickoff news. I did want to put in some Nottingham Forest players in there, or some Lyon players, because Lyon had a good game, and I've got some really good Lyon defenders, like this guy, Nakate. But they were playing a little bit earlier, and I wanted all the teams' news in. So it looks like these 5 guys are playing, which is what I wanted. So I don't really need to do that much. In goal, it's Betis. He's the only one playing. There were some playing at 11:30 that I had, like the Forest goalkeeper, but we took the gamble Paul Lopez would start. That was the big gamble, because as you can see here, if Pau Lopez didn't play, I was going to have to play a goalkeeper on like a Friday or a Saturday, which would have scrapped the whole tactic. Right, Betis goalkeeper and Betis striker. They've got Abdi and Chucho up front. Abdi's got the better recent form, better L15. Let's not overthink that. Then we're going to go for 2 Rayo Vallecano midfielders. No, 1 midfielder, 1 forward. Let's just check if there's a better Rayo Vallecano player playing. Rayo V. So we've got Alvaro Garcia. We've got Jorge de Frutos. What a name. And we've got this guy, Isi Palazon. He's playing. I think I've picked the best 2, right? Jorge de Frutos. You know, nothing against him, but those last scores aren't great. So we go for the double up with Rayo Vallecano. And then we go into defense, a Villa one. I was hoping, yep. I was kind of hoping a Vallecano defender would play. Because I don't know. I feel like Lille might, you know, Villa aren't exactly a watertight defense. But seeing as they're not starting, that was one of my gambles. Maybe Espino would start. But it's okay. We've got 1 starting defender, Pau Torres. So this makes my decision making really easy. Only the striker is a place where I could possibly pick someone different. Giroud against Arsenal, maybe? Nah, maybe Valentino Barco is another one I'm debating. Maybe a Barco in midfield instead of Palazon, because this Palazon guy, I don't know anything about him. He seems to do okay when he gets a decisive, but beyond that. Whereas Alvaro Garcia, he's just been getting more decisives lately. He also only gives you a good score when he gets a decisive. I guess if we have the double up, that's a nice tactic. And Barco's playing Reishka. And these lot are playing Salmon Spore. I'm going to stick with those 2. Just because they're on the same team. Just because they're the same. One might assist the other. Right, that's my Thursday team sorted. If it fails, we'll have to build a Friday night Manchester United lineup against Villa. And then if that fails, I think we are done. I think we're done with the hot streak, the whatever it is called, Winter Wonderland. Right, how did I do midweek? Champions League, obviously, Chelsea failed. We knew that was going to happen. Terrible scores from Pedro and Sanchez. Good scores from the Arsenal boys, but it wasn't enough. And then this lineup, I've deleted already. I've deleted this lineup already. As you can see, it was going to be terrible because I've got rid of Vicario. I've had a cleanup. I've got rid of some cards, got a little bit more money to spend, and all my Tottenham cards except for 2 have gone. So that's good. That's good news. It does mean my Premier League lineups now are going to be reduced because that's an in-season goalkeeper gone and some in-season cards. I've got like 15 left in-season Premier League, and I think those ones I'm happy to keep as classics now. This is the Europa League lineup, which is still playing right now. Gibbs White came off the bench. Elliot Anderson came off the bench. If they could do something in the time remaining, that would be appreciated. And then Palace have already lost a clean sheet, and Dean Henderson didn't play, so we're not going to win anything there. Here's where we hit the streaks. Now, this was the lineup I was most confident about. The John Book 3-0. The only thing I was uncertain about was if Bruno Motta would play or not. But what I'm seeing from these John Book strikers, Bruno Motta and Orbo, those 2, they seem to take turns at who plays and who doesn't play. But either of them, when they come off the bench, kind of score when they come off the bench. So he's a good player, I think, even if he's not predicted to start a game. Like he didn't start this weekend, but he still did good. And he's one of those players, again, when he gets you a goal, he gets you a good score. And there's more of those in K-Leagues. Usually my rule in the Premier League might be, well, if they're not a regular scorer, I don't want them. But in K-League, they score enough that it's probably worth it just having players that are goal scorers and don't really do much when they don't score. So this just about scraped over by 6 points. We've got to be on it. Thomas Odecote, bad score from him. I've got to put my strongest lineup in next week and not go, I want my Yang Yang boys together, I want the Jumbo boys together. I think we forget stacking and we just go, Celestine seems to be a big scoring defender, always have him as the defender. And then Kim seems to be back to scoring well for Jumbo in midfield, always have him. And then, yeah, we just let the power gradings do the rest. That's our K-League strategy. So, yeah, hit it here. And in leaderboards, we won 500 essence because the goalkeeper had a shocker. The defender didn't play. My chosen boy, Oliveira, had a bad game. Captaincy was in the mud. Still got 260 essence, literally because that was the bottom prize. So, you know, we're going to keep playing leaderboards while they're giving free essence away. Leaderboard, yeah, I like my strategy of like two lineups in pro, so you hope one of them hits the big prize, and then the third weakest lineup in leaderboards. I'm slightly wondering if I should go second strongest lineup in leaderboards and then third weakest in. It'll all depend on like what the fixtures look like. This midweek was a tricky one in K-League. I saw a lot of people saying that they had DMP problems. I had a lot of players like, look at this lineup. Ludwigsen and Oliveira both came off the bench. Motta came off the bench. I guess I'm just lucky Motta scored off the bench. And then the other one, there were people that were benched too. So we are seeing in K-League, benchings are crazy like people said they would be. But then again, there might be a way of working this out. I'm noticing the younger players don't get benched as much. I'm also seeing that like if someone gets benched every now and again, when there's a midweek set of fixtures where you can feel benches coming, you should know who, this is all me basing my entire knowledge of 3 weeks of K-League knowledge. But so far, I think that's what we're seeing. We can kind of tell when people are going to be benched. So, yeah, that's K-League. We're delighted to hit Hot Streak 1. Got hit Hot Streak 2. This lineup, I mean, maybe Brunetta's going to play later today and absolutely smash it for Tigres, and then this lineup might win something decent. Richards hasn't really helped. Garcia didn't help. Yeah, this is not going to win anything that fun. Maybe a couple of 100 essence if we're lucky. This lineup's in the bin already. Chelsea let me down. Tigres, the full Tigres lineup here. So if all 7 of these Tigres players play later today, we could still win something fun in All-Star. And that's it. Those are my lineups from midweek. Let's take a wee little gander at, have I got any new cards? I know I've got one new card because I got it today. New cards since Monday's video. One new card. Here he is. Seo Jin Soo, who plays for the Citizens. And I've got a few cards from the Citizens now. Mostly bad ones. Ludwigsen, who I thought was going to be the striker for them this year. Seems that this is the striker for them this year. If we look at his scores, he started the season well. He has started the season well. So I'm jumping on the hype train. Possibly this is a bad move, I'm not sure. But just by going on how he started the season, pretty decent to me. Also quite a young age, 25 years old. And when they dropped Ludwigsen, who I do have from this team, that's who I thought was going to be the striker. They dropped Ludwigsen and they brought this guy in. So he's not been dropped again this year, and Ludwigsen has been dropped. That tells me this is the boy to go for from this team, right? This is the boy. Because if we look at Ludwigsen, we thought he was going to be the boy, but look at this. Look at this. He got benched last game. And average scores before. So we were really hoping he would be continuing this form when he was at his last team. He's moved to a better team and he's not quite hitting the ground. That was a risk we took. We knew that was a risk. We took it. Gustav Ludwigsen has not been the one. So we bought him early access for £15. This guy was going for about £15 as well. And I was like, I could wait a few weeks until he's cheaper. But if he keeps scoring, that price is going to go up, 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 up. So, I got rid of some more Tottenham cards by getting him. I traded... This is why I got rid of my Vicario. I traded my Vicario, Anna Solanke, for him. He's worth about £15, £9. That looks like a good deal to me. Now, when I did this trade, he was a little bit undervalued. He was like £12.50, and the other cards came to about £13 in total, floor price. But I did expect him to go up, them to go down. Now that Tottenham are out of the Champions League, I don't want him. I only got them early access this season because I thought they were going to do better with Thomas Frank. Thought they were in the Champions League. They were a cheap stack to go for Champions League wise. Now that they're finally out of that, I've got rid of my Tottenham cards, except for two. The 2 cards who are going to be useful at the World Cup. Amreezy's thinking ahead. Amreezy's thinking ahead. So we've got a new K-League striker. Basically, and then these are the cards. These aren't new. So those are my new card. That's my new card. And he's going to be going straight into a lineup this week. Straight into a lineup. Which we'll do now. Let's build some lineups. So I've already half built one here. I don't know what my thinking was. I think I built this a while ago. But now that I've got a new striker... Oh, I'm seeing that he's playing them. The new striker is playing Jumbook. Is it this guy? Yeah. They've given him a D power grade ranking. So maybe if he's playing Jumbook, we don't play him against the Jumbook goalkeeper, Jumbook midfielder, and Jumbook striker. Now, Mota is a 30%, and I did say that's okay, because Mota will come off the bench and do the business, like he's done the last 2 games. But this seems as a harder game. The Citizens, this is a harder game, so I'm not as confident about him anymore. So let's go with someone else up front. Let's go with possibly Janino. I don't know what Bukion are like. Although he was benched last game, but maybe he was just he was rested. Oh. Ludwigson's a 90%, but scores a dog dirt. This guy, also, this midfielder, Lee Dong-kyung, 70% chance of playing. So this is going to be a bit of a risky lineup, isn't it? Maybe we go for a more certain midfielder. Oliviera, we could go Anyang. They're playing Incheon. He needs a performance. Is it Anyang time? Let's just go by power grades. Eh? Wait. Where's our third goalkeeper? Did I already build a leaderboards lineup? Yeah, I already built a leaderboards lineup. All right, we got good players here. Let's clear this. Clear. Start again. Back to pro. All right, we need... Clear. I'm clearing everything. I'm starting again. Right. First lineup we're building. K-League. That's the league we're most excited about right now. We've lost a few Premier League cards. Can't build as many good lineups there. So, Anyang, I've got a nice game against Incheon. Incheon are 11th. Anyang are 7th. Wow, we need it. It's risky, though. It's risky. Anyang aren't playing well. I think the safer pick, although that looks like a tricky game too. From what I know, Daejeong have started well. They're 3rd. Jumbook are 6th. We've also got the Jeju goalkeeper. They've got, this might be the play. He might be the play. Could go for a full Anyang lineup somewhere. I guess the Anyang defender. Olivia in midfield. Now, the problem is strikers. I've got no good Anyang strikers. Jukic and Herculano, they both keep taking the Michael. Neither of them are regular starters, and then when they do start, they're terrible. We've still got the classic. To use. Which we could go for. Is there like there's an A. There's a couple of A power gradings. Lee Dong-kyung. That might be the play. Oh, my chat's not working, guys. Sorry, guys. I've missed your chat messages because the chat thingy's not working. Let me see if I can fix that. It's because I rushed. I was rushing when I started the stream. Let me fix my chat things. I haven't been seeing your chat things. All right, activate that source. Activate. It's because when I rushed back in from buying my trees, came home, my laptop was dead. I had to wait for that to recharge. Right. I can't highlight the messages on screen, but SLD says, "Evening, Treasy." Love that. Looking for food says Oliviera should start this weekend. Ooh, okay. I'm glad I went back to check my messages. I was like, usually somebody would have given me some good tips by now. Looking for food's here with the tips. Okay, so Oliviera captained them. Because, yeah, he didn't start last game. So we think Oliviera plays this game. Someone write in the chat, by the way, just so I can check if the... Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. Hi, Amreezy. Weird that I've written that. Let's see if it pops up. Come on. It's showing me the delay when you guys do a chat message, how long it takes for me to see it. Maybe I'm not going to be able to highlight messages. Yeah, this is a problem with the software. This is a problem. All right, I'm going to have to just... I'll keep an eye on your messages here. Right. Looking for food says, yes, it was a midweek rotation. Okay, cool. Auto finds one last time checking with activate chat. Oh well, forget it. We tried twice. Okay, so Oliviera in midfield. So yeah, I don't have Anyang strikers. Like who do they have good strikers? The last game again. I mean, I guess this is a tricky fixture to judge them on. But Kimbo Kyung was the main guy up top, the best score. Wingers didn't have good scores, and Kim Un had a good score. Kim Un is a forward. Kimbo Kyung is a midfielder. Let's open these in separate tab. No, let's do it in the same tab. So this he's 36. I'm already put off. 36-year-old midfielder. Hasn't played for ages. So maybe he's just one of those players that rotates in when they're resting players. So we won't take a look at him. And then the other one was... Oh, which one was he? Kimbo Kyung? He's a midfielder. This is the problem. Their forward is actually down as a midfielder, maybe? I mean, we could still get him as a midfielder, maybe. If he's not 36 years old. He is. He's another old one. 36. Is this the same player? I think it's oh, it's not the same player. Here we go. This is the actual one. He again didn't play the first 3 games, came in last game, and then is expected not to do anything. 31. Looking for food says wasn't Breno the main forward? He was, but I mean, I don't know what they're doing now because Breno didn't play the last game, and when Breno's been playing, he's not been doing that well. They've got 2 strikers. They've got I thought they had 2 strikers, Breno and Herculano. If we go here in season, so these two, Jukic and Herculano. Breno, they're now saying is a 20% chance of playing, and he's been coming off the bench quite a lot lately. Got 1 assist off the bench. Maybe he's settling in. And then Jukic kind of plays on the wing. Oh no, he's been coming off the bench as well. Let's have a look at the fixture before. Fixture before, Choi Jeong Jo was the one to go for. Or who's he? 26-year-old forward. Maybe Choi Jeon Jo is the one to go for. He's the only one who scored a goal. 60% chance to play. There's no auctions, but there is an instant buy. £3 instant buy. That feels too much. Have any bots got him? No bots. I'm gonna add this guy to my watch list. So I don't usually like buying cards on a Thursday or a Friday before the deadline. But yeah, that might be why we can't pick an Anyang striker. Unless we gamble Jukic. He's got 60% chance to start as well. He's just not done anything this season. So I don't think we can go for an Anyang striker. I could go for this guy because this is not our... We've got no Jombuk boys in this lineup. So I think it makes sense to play this guy. And then we could go classic. Have we got another Citizens player? We do. We do have another Citizens player that usually is high up on this power grade. Here he is. Is this him? Nope. This is him. Kim Bong-soo, of course. Big Kim Bong-soo. I just lost out on an in-season auction for him. So we could go for a little Jumbuck are going to keep being average so far. Go for a little Citizens double up front. And a Anyang backline. Solid. This guy's an A power grade ranking. Ooh. I do like a power grade ranking. But then that means I have to play their goalkeeper who's a B. So I think it makes more sense to do that. We'll captain Oliveira. One more game. One more game captaining Oliveira. And then the other one we want to build. Because I'm going to put the Jumbuck one here. With Celestine. Even though we're not playing Celestine with the goalkeeper from the same team. I'm not doing that. I'm not stacking like that anymore. We've learned our lesson. We've got an A midfielder here. Playing for Ulsan. Even though he's 70%. He's due a rest, and he's due a rest. You can feel it. And then, maybe we go for the other. So this is the problem with the Jumbuck strikers. There's Thiago Orbo, who does okay if he gets a decisive, and he gets a fair few decisives. Even off the bench, he gets a decisive. He's a bit like Bruno Motta. Coming off the bench, he might give you a decisive, but you don't know when he's going to start. Bruno Motta, they've given 30% chance to play. Orbo, they've given 70. Or we go these two. Juninho or Son Min-kyu. I think the safer play is to not go Jumbuck striker. It's to go certainty to play. So who's got a better fixture? Seoul, who are second, playing Gwangju, who are fourth. And then Juninho, it's too early to be looking at the league tables. Pohang, he's at home. He's got a home fixture. I just don't like he was benched last game. It wasn't great the week before that. I think we gamble on one of the strike. I think we go Bruno Motta. Bruno Motta put up a big score. 62 off the bench last game. So even if he comes off the bench, he could do the business. He could do it. Whereas Song Min-kyu might be the one. Looking for food says it too. Song Min-kyu could be the play. I like it. If that's it, that's it. That's it decided. I think the other risky ones have to go in the leaderboard one. Because we're on streak 2 now. We do want to put our best two lineups in this one. And then we play the other ones in like quick play events where they're not that bad if they get benched. And then we can play a classic now. It's saying this guy, Lee Dong-kyung, is the one. But he's a 70%. That's the only downside. 70% to play. But as someone that knows nothing about the K-League, surely they've given him the A power grade ranking. Like, surely that then means it's worth the risk. Because there's the higher upside. Oliveira is another one, but we've got him in the other lineup. We've got him already in this lineup. Lee Tae-hee, we're not trusting that Anyang defense anymore, and he didn't play last game. So we've got to go for the 70%er, right? And then we've got we've got to probably captain on current scores. Celestine keeps smashing these scores. 74, 67, 73. Although, if this guy is going to play, his scores have been better, so we should probably captain him. Is that crazy? Is that crazy? Do I need to Lee Dong-kyung 70% and captaining him? Let's have a look at how the other lineups would look. So, we'd have those two in streaks. We'd then go over to leaderboards. Should be a quicker way. We then go over to leaderboards, K-League. where we're going Jeju goalkeeper. We're going Lee Tae-hee. This is where Lee Tae-hee then gets his place. It's either him or him. Kim Min-duk might be back in action. Didn't play. Came off the bench last week. No, he might be... He might have only played last week. I feel like last week's... we can't judge anything on last week's. Everybody rotated last week, so... Oliviera, we've got the Anyang duo there. Wait, that's a classic card. We've not got any in-season... Ooh, we've not got any in-season options. So that means we're going to have to go in-season striker. Hello, Minito! Minito's in the chat. I can't see any of the Twitch chat, but YouTube chat's usually where most people are. Yeah, everyone's in the YouTube chat. Cool. Welcome, Minito. How was your midweek, Minito? Have you had any joy? Who do I play up front out of Rocker, Orbo, or Motta? The sensible thing would probably be Rocker. And then, we need two. We need two in-season cards in this lineup. Oh, God. This is a risk. Whoever's the extra one, possibly Bruno Motta then. And then we'll play the other card in quick play. So who's going to outscore their last L15 by 10 points? So who's got the lowest L15, basically? Jukic from 41, Bruno Motta 44, Orbo 46. So let's put Bruno Motta as the quick play. Which then means Orbo has to play in this lineup. It doesn't feel great. Orbo or Ludwigson, neither feel great. Oh, wow. Manito hit streak 2 in K-League. Spent the 6,000 essence on K-crap players. Go on, Manito. I could do that too, actually. I could do that too. Shall we do a crafting? Because I won 3,000 essence from hitting streak number 1. So I've got some essence. Should we craft it? Should we do a craft? If anybody wants me to do a craft, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I'm not doing a craft. Clips Hub's in the chat. Welcome, Clips. How are you, mate? How are you, Clips? I'm going to show you, Clips, my K-League lineups. Oliviera has to smash it because we've captained Oliviera in 2 lineups this week. Right, Clips, that was my... This is my pro lineups for K-League. We've gone Anyang defense and the Starboy Oliviera. And then we've gone for a Citizens double up of Seo Jinsu, who's a new card that I acquired. I got rid of all my Tottenham cards. I got rid of Vicario and Solanke, traded him for this card, Sin Jinsu. So him and Kim Bong-soo, they play together, so they're going up front. And then Anyang behind them. And then this lineup's all over the shop. Different team. They're from Jumbuk, and they're from different teams. But we've just gone for ballers all over the place. So these are my 2 best lineups, I figure. The new boy making his debut, which I'm quite excited about. It's a tricky fixture against Jumbuk, though, but that'll be a really good game to watch, actually. That might be the first K-League game I watch. I feel like Citizens and Jumbuk are 2 of the big teams. And then in leaderboards, I've gone for this. The uncertainty I have is this last position. So it says Jumbuk 2, goalkeeper from Jeju, Juninho up top, and then the 5th in-season option. They're the options. And I need to pick one card to be for... I need one card to be for quick play. Looking for food says craft, so we are crafting. For the content. True. We're crafting. Straight after this lineup, we're crafting. Good to hear, Clips. I can't highlight messages on screen, by the way, guys, if you just tuned in. I can't highlight your messages on screen for some reason. But I can read them on YouTube. So if you don't write them on Twitch, I can't see anyone on Twitch. You definitely have a chance to get the 2nd streak. Yeah, right? Surely. And then Manito says Motta is better than Orbo. The reason why I put Orbo in here is just because he had the higher L15. So I want to put the other one in the quick play, which is... I I think I just got one. I think I'm back to the beginning of quick play because they reset it, no? They reset the counter on quick play. Where is it? Is there no quick play? Refresh. Where is quick play? All right, well, I'll have to put... I'm guessing it'll come up maybe on Friday or after the deadline. So I'll take your guys' input on who to pick on this last one. Craft, Mota is better than Orbo. You definitely have a chance to say Orbo won't score. Better select another player. Ooh, so certainly it won't score, Manito. It is a tricky game, right? The Citizens. Maybe if that was a lower table team, it would be okay. Quick play has refreshed, you think? Okay, so we need to keep... Maybe we put Orbo or Mota as the quick play option. And then we pick... Jukic or Ludwigsen are like have the best percentage chances of playing. Definitely Mota, says Clips. Okay, so we do Mota in this lineup, even though he's 30%. And then we do Orbo as the quick play. Because we just need one player for quick play if we've been reset. I'm happy to go with that. Happy to go with that. It seems like there's a general consensus Mota over Orbo. Manito's saying Orbo definitely won't score. That's certain. And then we captain Oliveira, I suppose. Oliveira captain 2 of my lineups. A lot riding on the big man. Oh, I really want a Anyang shirt now. Maybe not this season's one, because this season's not that purple. I want a really purpley Anyang shirt now, preferably with Oliveira on the back. Right, that's my K-League lineups done. We've got 3 K Essence to craft with. Kerry's in the chat. Welcome, Kerry. Don't worry, Kerry. You catch up whenever you can catch up. Happy for people to lurk. I've got 66% chance of getting some K-League cards here. If we're lucky, we get 3 world-class cards. Wait, Manito's throwing a spanner in the works here. Jukic may have a chance against Ichi. Oh. Manito. So do you think... wait, we'll do the crafting first, because we might craft the better K-League card. And then that card can go in the lineup. But we'll go back to that decision. So I'll give you some time as well to think about it. Jukic over Mota. The 20% chance to start for Mota does put me off. And the hard fixture. Getting a K-League card is pricey, says looking for food. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit like people tell me Mexican shirts are in other countries. All right, we're just going to gamble. What number do we go, guys? 1 or 10? First or last? Do we go 1 or do we go 10? First one, I'll let you guys choose. First or last? First or last? Because it's the first room. We don't want to waste our essence in case the second room has a tier 2. Then we want to show nationalities or something. My mum sometimes travels to China for her work. So, it's so annoying that you wrote different answers. Yeah, I think you must have typed at the same time. The Clips went for 10 and Looking for Food went for 1. Oh, is there a third person? Manito says 4. Manito, out of 1 and 10, which one do we go for, Manito? You have the deciding vote. Out of 1 and 10, what do I pick? Well, you choose the majority. Clip says, I think the best one is 4. All right, we'll go 4. No, don't answer, Manito. Don't answer that. We're going 4. That's 2 people saying 4. It was... a forward. 19 years old. K-League. Does he play? Oh, he doesn't play. Did we miss out on anything fun? Not really. Not really. A high 15 K-League player that doesn't play. This might be returnable. Manito was a bit late with a 10. Good job I didn't pick 10. That would have been... Oh, no, 10 would have been better. 10 would have been the best. Even though he doesn't play, he's a 3-star for some reason. Whereas this guy has never played and is 1-star. I'm returning him. What a shocker crap. What a shocker. What a rubbish craft to start off with. I agree, Clips. Right, we've got 200 back. I think we might just have... If we get lucky, we want one more craft. A tier 2 or a star room now. Star or tier 2, please. And then we'll use that extra 1,000. Here we go. We'll use the extra 1,000 that we have in the bank. Now, I can reveal highest rank, apparently. I've got enough rank clues to do highest rank. Is that wasted on a tier 2 room? And then nationality, because then most of them are going to be K-League. We've got 72% chance it's a K-League. So I think we do nationality. What a bad craft. Get used to it. Clips, what's the come on in reference to? I think we do nationality and highest rank. That's what I'm thinking we do, right? Highest rank and nationality. I'm not waiting. Oh, don't use it. Manito says don't use it. Yeah, save it for a star room, right? But nationality, surely I use that. Okay. Let's now... Let me get my Sorare tool helper up. New window. Doing it like this because last time I revealed all my emails last time, which was hilarious. Sorare craft helper. Boom, we can go back. Okay, so only if you're thinking of buying a nation clue, it's all tier 2s or better. Yeah, save it for a star room then. Although, wait, then we know how good the other rating is. So we've got an Icelandic. Is there an Icelandic K-League player that's an obvious one? Where's my crafting tool? Where's my crafting tool? Dion Cools. Dion Cools, is he good? Nationality. It's a safe pick. There's one card. This guy from Gwangju. Is 5 Malaysia. 5 is America. USA, Korea, Belgium, Germany. So let's check Belgium and Germany. Oh, he might be a forward as well. Okay. Germany, is there any good Germans? Germany, there's no one apparently. So we've got no Germans. We've got Belgium and Italy. Italy, there's a bad one. I know there's a bad one at yeah, there's a bad one of them we've got to be careful about. So it could be Belgium or Iceland. No, not Belgium. Ludwigsen might be Sweden. Yeah, we've got one of them. So should we go Iceland? Is that the play? Sweden, rather. Sweden. Iceland. Yeah. That'll be logged in. So let's go Iceland, right? How much have I got left? How many time have I got left? 6 minutes. I've got 6 minutes. Bojanic could be Sweden. The problem is I don't even know these players. Who's Bojanic? Is Bojanic good? Surely Iceland is that guy. Sweden pick is guaranteed £6. I think we go for that guy. This guy who plays 32 years old, Icelandic striker for Gwangju, going for about £3, not much. But he played the last game, but he might be coming off the bench a bit. Bojanic is very good. Okay, which one's here? Let's go him. Let's go Sweden then. If that's the best pick, let's be dreamers. Bojanic. Oh, Bojanic's a star. Yeah, that's the best one. We're going that. And then Ludwigsen is more valuable than the Icelandic guy. The Icelandic guy is going for about £3. So that's it. That's it decided. Sweden it is. Clips is saying I should pick Sweden if I was you. I'm getting enough Bojanic. I'm getting enough Sweden. I think Sweden's the play. Thank you, chat. Italy and Germany for other leagues for sure. Let's hope so. Let's hope. Oh, it's Ludwigson. Oh, it's not the one we wanted. It's okay. Oh, there's some really good cards here. Like, Doku was there. Jeez. And there's like, they all look good. Ha Chang Ray, this would have been a good one. I've actually been looking at Ha Chang Ray, but I would never have picked the South Korean one. Maybe the play is to gamble Korean. Maybe we should just start gambling Korean, because the Korean there's not the Doku, exactly. Doku just there, just hanging out there. Oh, I've got 2 Ludwigsons now. I'm gonna have to sell that one. Chang Ray is injured, sadly. I can't do any more crafting, can I? That's it. 2 Ludwigsons. Is that a sign that we should have picked Ludwigson? Is that a sign that we should have gone for Ludwigson in one of our lineups? Which is the one that we were debating changing? This one, Motta. Maybe Ludwigson should be here, seeing as I've flipping got 2 of them. Seeing as I can pick this one or this one. Why not? Why not, guys? Why not? It's a sign. Looking for food also thinks it's a sign. And also he's guaranteed to play. So it's not like it's the craziest gamble. And then I'll sell the other one. Wait, did I pick the right one? I don't want to have picked the one I just bought. He gets a 100 score now. Yes, it's a sign. Maybe I don't sell it then. If it's a sign, his value is going to go up after. Yeah, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to sell it yet. This one's 11. This one's 6. So this must be the newest one. Yeah, that's good logic. Ludwigson 100 coming up. I could put my other one in the... Here we go, guys. I'll put the other one in quick play. Whenever quick play returns, I'll put the other Ludwigson there. Because he's got a really low L15, and if he does get that big score, he's got a juicy L15. What's it like? Oh my gosh. There we go. Ludwigson. What's your L15? 50. So yeah, he just needs a 60. He needs a goal. Just get to 1 goal. 1 goal, Ludwigson. We get our quick play, that's $2 market credits. And then that's your boy Amreezy. Right. Let's keep building on lineups. So Premier League's going to be, now that we've got rid of Tottenham, Premier League is not going to be fun. This guy better make up for it. He's traded an in-season Premier League goalkeeper for you, an in-season Tottenham goalkeeper, and an in-season Dominic Solanke. That's what you are worth. So just score once and you've repaid it. Let's go Premier League. Who's left in the Premier League then? Who are Chelsea playing? Basically, Chelsea's my only thing left. I've got 1 in-season goalkeeper left, and I've got 4 classic Chelsea goal. No, Jorgensen's not playing, so I've got 3 classic goalkeepers and 1 in-season goalkeeper. So we're just gonna have to hope that. Where's Gabriel? Oh, Arsenal aren't playing. Arsenal aren't playing this weekend, nor are Man City. So it could be a good chance to score well in the Premier League if you have if you're playing better than I am in the Premier League. If you've got Bruno Fernandes, if you've got Man United, if you've got Liverpool, yeah. So if Chelsea win, Chelsea Arena might be a good idea. Wait for the lineup. Ooh, yes. Yes. Does Arena have to be 4 in-season and 1 classic? Is it the same rules? Because I've got a lot of classic. Got a lot of classics. I guess you mean leaderboards. So the Premier League leaderboard would be... Here we go. Costs 300 to enter. I don't have the entry fee. I can't afford it. I don't have the 300. We've just spent my... We're down to 236 essence. Arena is all classic. We can only do All-Star. I can't afford the arenas. They're all 300. We can afford these 100 ones, which I've never done. All-Star, All-Star, All-Star. Hilarious. Well, can't do that then. Is there a way to make... Is there any of those missions on the homepage? Maybe I can make a quick 50 essence. Maybe I'll get 5. Oh, if the Crystal Palace boys deliver, I'll get some... If I get a goal or an assist from Saar, Wharton, or Mitchell, I'll get 500 essence and I can enter Arena. Otherwise, we'll build our lineups as if we're not entering Arena. And basically, the one that is there will get taken away for Arena if we can afford it. The capped arenas are in classic leaderboards in... Wakey, welcome to the stream, Wakey. You've caught a live one at last. We've got to take advantage, Wakey. How's Sorare going in general? Have you had any success? What's your most recent big success in Sorare? I hit streak 1 in K-League. This is the bar. Let me give you the bar, Wakey. The bar is I hit streak number 1 in K-League the weekend, and that's a huge success for me. That's the title of the episode. That's how big it is. So... That's the bar. Give me a success you've had like that lately. Cut to Wiki saying, I won Premier League Division 1 in Rare and I won $5,000. Right. Premier League. What would I tell you what, here's what's crazy. If Chelsea do well, they're not playing against Arsenal this weekend. They're not playing against Manchester City this weekend. And if you're banking on boys like Cole Palmer, and if you're banking on boys like Caicedo, this is a Division 1. I'm entering it in Division 1. Yeah. All right, fine. Captaining Cole Palmer after all of the recent... Yeah. João Pedro? Is it João Pedro season? I feel like João Pedro might get dropped just because he's... Might be due a rest. Maybe Palmer's due a rest too. I'm back. Can you see me slowly backing out of this lineup? Hit streak 3 in Bundesliga and Prem streak 2 in Challenger. Boom! Wakey! Even Morgan Freeman likes that. Even Morgan Freeman's on board with that one. Hit streak 3, that's nice. And in a proper league as well, where you're getting paid. Not like the K-League, where I'm getting peanuts. Peanuts for hitting my streaks. Bundesliga, where, you know, Bundesliga cash on the table. I'm backing out of Chelsea, basically. I'm thinking maybe we just go Chelsea defense. And why has Romero got an A power grade? Forest at home, when he plays for a team called Tottenham Hotspur. I guess they're just thinking, oh, Forest worse than Spurs. Like, I know Spurs are Spurs, but are Forest worse than Spurs? I say we stick with the Chelsea play there. So there's no better defenders because Gabriel, who's our only other good defender we could play, he's out. We've sold all the other ones. We're down to Lewis Hall's okay. At home to Sunderland. Lewis Hall's probably better than Cucurella score-wise. So if we're backing out of Chelsea and we're just picking the best player in their position, then probably Caicedo again. So we're back on Chelsea. Up front, maybe we go Gordon. How many minutes did he play against Barca? Don't say 90, don't say 90, don't say 90. 81. Well, it wasn't 90. Gordon it is. It's the derby. Newcastle, Sunderland. Newcastle are going to be up for it. They're going to be desperate to avenge the Barcelona humiliation. They're going to be like, come on, it's a derby. If anything's going to get them to forget about the Champions League misery, it will be a derby game. Gordon, Hall. Have I got Murphy? Any chance Murphy gets a game? Go on, Murphy. Where's Murphy? 40%. Oh. Murphy can't be. Not in Division 1, Murphy. Not in Division 1. That's an all-star play. Wakey says, the thinking of the Prem fixtures, the crap this midweek. This week. Next time all good. Do I risk streak 4? Oh, yes. Do you reach streak 4? Yeah, no, I'm thinking more. I might have a chance of getting something good because you're playing against less teams, but you're not playing against other managers. So you're thinking completely different. You need to hit your number. I probably wouldn't risk it if you've not got good fixtures. Especially if you're saying you've got good fixtures the next week. I'd hold off. Be patient. Or just try. Oh, yeah, that's a tricky one. What does everybody else think? What should Wakey do? Does he try? Does he miss streak 4? Yeah, I mean, put in my Discord, Wakey. Wakey, are you in the Discord? I've got a new Discord. If you're not in the Discord, show what your lineup would be in the Discord. The link is around the video. It should be in the description or somewhere. Show us in the Discord on the Sorare section. Free promo for my Discord as well. Great. The way I did that. The way I did that. Morgan Freeman, take a clap. Wakey, show us what the team would look like and we'll tell you if it's worth it or not. And it won't be financial advice or... Clips is saying Broby's going to destroy Newcastle. I really like Lewis Hall. I've been watching him lately. Because I got his card when he was doing this. And obviously he stopped doing that. But I've been watching him closely. And in these games, especially when he played Chelsea, I was really watching that game closely. I was like, this Hall, we should never have sold him. We should have kept him. He's a really good player, really adventurous, and so young. Like, he's going to be a big player, Lewis Hall. And he's very attacking. Like, he can do this. So in a derby game, I'm not really worrying about the clean sheet there. I'm thinking he could pop up with an assist. And I like that him and Gordon play on the same wing. They seem to assist and help each other. And Chelsea's my option. Chelsea's the alternative. If I don't pick them, it's Chelsea. So, lesser of the evils. I quite like Elliot Anderson turning up to Tottenham, you know. Quite like that. Cunha's in good form. We're enjoying Cunha. I'm trying to sell my in-season Cunha card. I figured at his price point right now, he's at a peak. He's at a premium. So sell him while he's on top. Because I've got a classic. I've got the Wolves card here. So I don't need 2 Cunhas. So I should probably sell my in season 1. While he's still worth something and get like a K-League. One of the better K-League guys. Bowen. Bowen at Villa. Bowen at Villa and be tied after the Champions League. And Bowen's assisting for fun at the moment. Bowen or Cunha. Bowen or Cunha. Still got good players like all Liverpool and Bruno, etc. But Brighton away is tough. Yeah, for a streak 4. If that's a streak 1, I wouldn't even think about it if I had those players. But teams like Newcastle have got Sunderland at home. Teams like Tottenham have got Forest at home. You know, there are better fixtures, I guess, than Liverpool. And Man United's game as well. Looking for food chooses Cunha. Clips chooses Cunha too. It's consensus. Chat wins. I'm thinking then if we're going Cunha, we got to captain him. I'm a big favour of if you have your classic players should always be captains. If you don't know who to captain, pick the classic because chances are he's in there and he's like very good. Whereas these guys are just in there sometimes just because they're in season. So Cunha is solid logic. I don't think we've got a decent keeper for another Division 1 lineup. We can do a Division 2 lineup with a classic goalkeeper. Pickford or Petrovic or Sanchez, I guess. Well, let's do the outfield. Christian Romero, sure, why not? Gibbs White against Romero. Cole Palmer. I'm trying to sell this Cunha. I might not play him in a lineup. I might go Palmer and Pedro. Gibbs White, even though he's against Tottenham. Or do we play a different defender? Cucurella. All right, this is turning into a this is then turning into a Chelsea lineup. So that then decides the goalkeeper. And then we need a midfielder from Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez. No need to think about that. Benito says Bowen. I missed that, Benito. I missed it. We're going to have to go with the quicker fingers on that one. Of course. There's me trying to sneak in an extra classic card. Eagle Eyes will have spotted. There's no way I could have played a classic Enzo. I bought an in-season Bromby stack like 50 days ago and they still haven't got a single... Oh, clips. I love that. I love that, though. That reminds me of me buying my Dynamo Zagreb cards and my Schalke cards. And they've returned like 2 streaks. They've returned about $10. And the goalkeeper cost about $10. So that's feeling like money down the toilet. So your Bromby stacks. It's nice to hear. It makes me feel better to hear other people struggling like that. So thank you. And why Bromby? Why did you? Was it a bit like me where you're like, they're the best team in their league? Like I was like, Zagreb are the best team in Croatia. Therefore, if I have the best players at the best team in a league, they're going to be great. And then classic cards the next season, they're going to be solid all-star picks. Let's confirm that. Morgan Gibbs-White is going to be lining up against the Chelsea boys. And we've got a Division 2 lineup. I don't think we've got another. I don't think we can stretch this drivel out for another lineup, can we? They'd have to be all in season again. We didn't use that Spurs lineup, and we could always double up with Porro and Porro. We could not sell Cunha this week. But we don't have a midfielder. So we're not building that lineup. We will sell Cunha. And we'll move on to the next league, which will be La Liga in season. 2 Division 2 lineups to build. Who are Villarreal playing, basically? And who are Espanyol playing, basically? Villarreal, I've got Sociedad at home. That doesn't fill me with joy. Espanyol had Getafe at home. That's a better fixture, right? So we go the Espanyol route. I'm trying to... This is the thing as well. I don't know if I should build this lineup because I'm also trying to sell my La Liga cards. And when I say sell, I mean trade with bots for K-League cards. So I kind of don't want to use up all of these because I won't be able to sell them. Romero. Do we go Romero? Is that midfielder from Espanyol fit? Edu Exposito. He's fit. All right, we'll keep... We're not selling Espanyol, are we? Because they've got a good fixture this week. And they've got Carlos Romero. Don't sell Espanyol. Clips says it was really cheap. So the Bromby stack was cheap. So I thought, why not buy it? If they have a good one game, I make my money back. Yeah, that's true. And also, it is fun. Like, I like rolling the dice. I don't really regret it. And like now I'm seeing Dynamo Zagreb players pop up and other people's scores and talking about them and seeing their scorers and going, oh yeah, I've got him. Like, you know, it's nice. I like expanding my knowledge. And like, if I didn't have that on Sorare, I wouldn't follow Zagreb scores. So you're probably like that with Bromby. Then you start following their scores more. Wakey's in the Discord. Boom. Welcome, Wakey. You're getting away from me live on stream. Is that unprofessional? He's in. Let's put fire emoji to that. Purple heart. Purple heart it. Right. Oyarzabal has got a nice fixture. Villarreal. So if we're going to build a Villarreal lineup, it makes sense that I always pick this exact lineup. I always talk myself into this lineup. I always make it sound sensible. I'm always like, yeah, Espanyol at the back, Espanyol in midfielder, Edu Exposito takes the most corners in the league. And then it makes sense to pair him with the blue and white stripes. So we go, Oyarzabal, and we put another side. Every week, it sounds good as I say it. And he never hits a single thing. Kerry, Henderson DNP has hurt me bad. What is happening with Henderson? Because that hurt me bad too, Kerry. What is happening with Dean Henderson? Why is he not just randomly not playing? We've got to sell this Nunez. He's got to be a card that we're selling. Also, I should just like make the lineup, and if it does well, sell it anyway. Like, sell it later when it fails and when it inevitably fails. So 1 Espanyol, 1 Villarreal. Let's just get this out of the way. I don't want to spend too much brain power on this. Who's the Villarreal player? Cardona. Once again, no Villarreal's past 60%. In my Henderson lineup, has my Henderson lineup still got a chance of winning something? Because sometimes if the goalkeeper's a DMP, but everyone outfield smashes, especially in a 7-a-side team. Yeah, we're on for 260. You know, it's not bad. 260 essence from. Wait, there's loads of games left. Forget it. They're not going to hold on. And most of these have already played. That's full-time scores in those games. Kerry says, I'll never sell anything. Forest shootout. Oof. Juicy. Juicy. It is nice. It is nice clips. Expanding that knowledge. That's what's great about Sorare. Right. Villarreal. Oh, no, we don't have to go Villarreal. We can pick another. We can pick another. Who's in season? Salas. Salas is usually fun. Didn't play against Barca. Why not? Potential knee injury, but now they're saying he's 60% chance to play. Let's see what Rotowire says. Rotowire to the rescue. What are we looking at? Sevilla, they're saying it's questionable, but they put him in the starting lineup. He's pictured back in training on Wednesday. If he's back in training, that's a no-brainer. He's playing. It's Kike Salas season, especially when you've got him in season. Papa Gay, I guess if this is the Villarreal lineup, who am I to stop Big Pepe and Big Georgie getting a couple of goals? Captain Pepe. Oh, we could play a classic. We could go for a classic Villarreal defender. Try and sell that Sevilla card. Mourinho, that's the one. Santiago Mourinho with his fiery background. Get ready for... Amreezy still hasn't hit hot streak #1 in La Liga for a while. Okay, next up is... We've done K-League, we've done La Liga, done Prem. Next is Contender. Do we have Schalke and Zagreb playing this week? Do we have games? No. No! Oh, no, we do. Karius. All right, Karius is back. Scott McKenna. Who are Dynamo Zagreb playing this week? Seventh away. That's all I need to know. Midfield. Misic is back. We missed him last week. We missed you with that DMP. That hurt us. That hurt our Contender score last week. We were on for streak 2. And we could have got it if Misic had played, but I think he was... I don't know why he got that DMP. Same with this guy, Bakra. Randomly dropped last week, but they're all back. They're all rested. And then we got one classic. This is looking solid this week. It's all the Zagreb boys. They're all finally, like, playing. And then we're going to pair it with a... Sergi Dominguez. It's a no-brainer. He did play last game, though. When they were all rested, he still got a game for some reason. 90 minutes as well. He might get rested. I don't like that 70. Shame that Brunetta's got an away fixture. Is it still Brunetta, though? Still Brunetta. And I've got this one on, like, 20% bonuses or something. 14% bonuses. Yeah. Gotta be Brunetta, then. Although he's playing today. So he might be tired. He might get rested. He's going to get rested. I'm not falling for that. You think I'm falling for that? Same with this guy. He just played against Monterrey like today. Mason Miller's in the chat. Mason, I'm good. How are you? I'm grand. How's life in the world of Mason? Sergi Dominguez. Let's gamble. Sergi Dominguez and go full Schalke, full Zagreb. They got a tricky game. Karius is not going to give me a good score. He's not giving me a good score. I can feel it. Clavecino has got a nice fixture. Mazatlan are useless. They're like Santos. Mazatlan are like Santos levels. I mean, if this guy doesn't play today against Cincinnati, we would go Brunetta, keep an eye on how many minutes he plays. If he comes off at 60 minutes, I think he's then good for the league game. If he doesn't play, that's even better. Probably hurts one of my midweek lineups, but if he doesn't play, that's better. He then comes back for the league against Juarez. And then we captain Big Scott McKenna. Big Scott McKenna captain. That's your contender in season lineup. Done. Right. Classic. The last two classic lineups are Champion. Oh, Champion's going to be a nightmare now. Even less options. Pickford. We could go against Chelsea here. Go against Chelsea. We could go Petrovic at home. Man United in town. Severa's going to Celta away. That's not going to be fun. Probably go against Chelsea. Chuck in that Carlos Romero in season there. Why not? Keep building his XP before the World Cup. Darmstadt is really difficult for Schalke. Yeah, I wish I had I don't have another goalkeeper though. How much is a Livakovic going for? Are they selling one in that collection yet? Only 11 quid. There's a bot. Let me log in. Let me do this. Carrius. How much is Carrius worth? Carrius is worth way less. Forget it. I was going to trade Carrius. I was going to be like, what if I trade a Carrius for straight up? All right, I might get a Livakovic. I might offer a few things at the bots. I might throw a few things Premier League or La Liga trash I don't want anymore at Livakovic. So maybe the goalkeeper will change here. Because you're right, Schalke will struggle, and that will be my goalkeeper scoring contender ruined. And I've got four other good feelings. Carrius, they're giving him an A though. It might be one of those games where he makes a lot of saves. All right. All-Star, no, Champion. We've clearly not got enough for a Division 1 lineup, so it's going to be Division 2. We're not wasting one of our Division 1 spots. We might as well go Spurs defense. Chelsea attack. Once again, a lot of pressure on Chelsea to ruin my weekend, both emotionally and on Sorare. Still got that João Pedro, haven't we? We've still got... No, did we play him? We used him in season. Rafinha. Got to be Rafinha. Yep. We've got enough to... We'll put Bowen in one too. Bowen in an all-star. Rafinha's last two scores are like 100. He's in mean mode. So, last lineups, all-star. 2 Division 1s, 2 Division 2s. If you buy Livakovic, you also need to put Dominguez in. That is obviously, yeah, great call. I've got to remember to do that. That's the kind of thing I'll forget to do, but we'll remember. So, Tigres away could be fun. Santos, don't you dare tempt me with Santos. Puebla, they're still above Santos in the table. Don't get cocky. Santos. Oh, first v second in Brazil this weekend. So, we're not playing him. Atlas are at home to Querétaro. That's a good game. That's the game. That's the fixture. He's got the best fixture, Atlas. Do we have any other Atlas players? Let's go to extra. See what we're messing around with. We used to have loads of Atlas players. Aguirre, we could play him up front. No, we don't have any other Atlas players. That's that. We're going to put him with... We're not going to put Sergi Dominguez in because that'll... Then I'll have to if I then put Sergi in that lineup, I'll have to then move the defender around. So we'll just not risk... We'll put Sergi in an under 23 lineup if we don't end up getting Livakovic. So we'll go... Oh, Cruz Azul heavy now. Mazatlan away. Nice fixture. Cruz Azul, Willadita and POV at the back. And then we've got Plavicino and the other Cruz Azul player, who is Paradella. So we've got 4 Cruz Azul players. A Jared Bowen and another Cruz Azul player. No. Elliot Anderson against Spurs. Why not? Captain Plavicino. That's doing well. That's doing well. All right, last lineup we're building on stream today. Then I'm off. Last lineup we're building is a Tigres lineup, I guess. We've got Laronia now, the Tigres defender from my Santos card. Laronia, where is he? Here he is. And we've got Angulo. We've got Brunetta. We've got Lainez. We've got Correa. And we've not got Gorian anymore. So, James Garner? No. Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo, if he's going to play. Yeah, he came off the bench against Newcastle. At home to Vallecano, Danny Olmo. No, 60% though. Why is he 60%? James Garner. James Garner, Captain Bruni. Captain Bruni? I really need to get myself a Henrique card from Tigres. But his value's just gone mad. Like, he's going for like £15 as a classic. Because he's hoovering up some points at Tigres and he's putting a... He's going to make it hard for Gorian to ever come back into that team. So if I do want to keep building 7-man Tigres teams, I'm going to need the big man. Maybe they don't even have any cards for sale of him. Right, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing in my spare time. I'm looking at Henrique cards and I'm looking at Livakovic cards. So maybe my lineups tweak a bit. I'll be throwing some auction offers maybe at some Korean Wonder Kids too. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching me, guys. I'll be back next Monday with another Road to Sorare Boss episode. And then next week, 4 more streams next week. Monday, Thursday, Sorare. Tuesday, Wednesday, Planet MFL. If that's your kind of thing, join me for those streams. Have a good weekend. Join the conversation and the Discord if you want to keep talking to me about Sorare. I'll be there checking it every now and again. I'll see you there. Peace.